Okay. Almost lost the toe there. Hi, I'm Tom Colicchio, and I'm going to be taking you to some of my favorite spots right here in one of the most beautiful places on earth, the North Fork of Long Island. This is where the chefs eat. So we're here at the Southold Fish Market. This is my absolute favorite place to buy fish. Charlie and Candace and the entire team here are just really hospitable. They also have a great restaurant as well that is absolutely just jam-packed. And so you know that their seafood turns over really quickly. Also, it's about a 20-minute drive from my house, so I have to go out of my way to get here, but it's worth the trip. Come check it out. Hey, Charlie.
Hey.
How you doing?
Every day. Happy.
What's good today?
Stripers, some more small sea bass, bluefish, fluke. Fishing's been really good right now. We've been catching a lot of local stuff, as you can see here, so it's been really good.
Cool. Want to get a bite to eat?
Sure, let's go.
All right, so what do we have here?
Blowfish.
Blowfish.
They're not the poisonous blowfish. They're
No,
local bay blowfish. And as you see, most people, like you just grabbed, it's like a chicken wing.
Yeah.
You hold it, right into it.
Yeah, they're so good. I like about number one, the blowfish. It's easy to eat. There's one bone down the center, but they're really sweet.
Oh yeah.
And they're great fried. They're a little crispy on the outside. And it's like you can't overcook them. They're great texture, really like little tiny monkfish.
Yep, but they're 10 times better than monkfish. I mean, they're by far one of my favorites. So this is my 39th summer going into the thing. My father and grandfather both were fishermen, so that's kind of where I learned how to fish. I learned basically all the guys locally that I could buy fish from.
Right.
Because they knew me as the pesky little kid that was always running around
The little dock rat, yeah.
Over the years, you create so many relationships with the different fishermen because certain guys go sea bass fishing, certain guys go lobster and clunk and clam, and anybody that brings fish to us know that I'm a stickler when it comes to freshness.
Ah, little poor boy, huh?
Oh boy.
Fried oysters. All
Yes, beautiful, nice local oysters.
Let me see. Let's attack this thing. You know what I like on this? I love coleslaw.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things in the world. I'm gonna put a little on there too.
Nice, almost like a poor boy.
Exactly. Look at that. Don't need to go to New Orleans. Come right here. So, what I like about this, you get obviously seafood flavor from the oyster, crunchy, and then I think the sauce is nice. It's a little spicy, but not too spicy. And then you get a lot of crispiness from the lettuce and tomato. Coleslaw. I would put the coleslaw on a sandwich. I think it's good. Because also you get a little sweet and sour from the coleslaw. There's some good vinegar, a little sweetness from the coleslaw, and also crunch from the cabbage too. Good stuff. So stuffies, so what do we have here?
Basically, it's like a baked clam, but it has lobster, shrimp, clams, and scallops in it. And some we're known for here, so we sell a lot of them.
So the first restaurant I worked in was called Evelyn's Seafood Restaurant, and it was the first place I worked. And they used to do something very similar. It was very funny though, because there was this crepe cook, and I remember when he kind of took me under his wing. He would say, "Here's the recipe that they gave me. I don't use these recipes." He goes, "I use my own." And he made a stuffing very similar to this. As soon as I tasted it, it brought me right back to when I was 17 years old working in the kitchen under Slim. But you know, it's like that flavor memory. Once you taste it, it brings you back to where you first tasted it. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's really delicious. And people would ask me, like, you know, get a lot of questions. When did you start cooking? Why you cook? Things like that. And I started thinking about it. It goes back to fishing. So when I was about 6 or 7, I would go fishing with my grandfather. He had a small little boat in Peconic Bay. But I look back on those days, and it wasn't so much even what we caught, because we always cooked everything very simply. During these meals, because we had so much, it wasn't just the immediate family. It was like uncles, aunts, friends, and it was like a table of like 20, 30 people. And I think this whole idea of like cooking, how it brings people around a table, looking back on it, I think that's why I started cooking. So if it weren't for fishing, I wouldn't be a chef.
Yeah.
Here's to the fish. Okay, so we're here at Peeko Oysters. We're gonna go visit Peter Stein, the oyster farmer. I've been coming to this place for about 10 years now. These are my absolute favorite oysters. Let's go check it out. How you doing?
Nice to see you, man.
How's it going?
Nice to see you.
Me too. First, I want to go check out the oysters. That's what I want to do.
So we just harvested.
We'll chat about farming
come on
later.
in.
Yeah, cool.
You want to shuck an oyster?
Yes, why not?
All right, let me grab one.
Give me a
for you.
knife.
Shuck away, man.
Oh, really browny.
Yeah.
They finish nice and sweet.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Yeah,
I like
good.
this knife too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was gifted to me, and it's become my favorite.
That's a good one. Okay, now you have it. It's yours.
Don't walk away with
No,
that.
I'm not gonna walk away. No. I'm gonna take some oysters, but
Yeah.
that's it. Okay. Almost lost a toe there.
We got the deck of the boat filled with totes like this. Usually we do them like half full so they're not too heavy to move. And we can harvest like 45,000 oysters in an hour.
Nice. We're gonna sit down and eat some oysters. That's what
Absolutely.
I want to do. I mean, I like visiting with you, but I'm really here to eat oysters, yeah? Okay, so we have cocktail sauce, mignonette, and then, and then this is, I've never seen this on oysters before.
So this is cranberry horseradish, and it is like sweet and horseradishy, all delicious.
And local, right? This is Holly Smith Farm. Very nice.
Yep. My personal favorite is just some lemon.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that...
That's good though.
It's really good,
That's
isn't
really
it?
good, yeah.
I don't think that it gets better than just like a couple of drops of lemon juice.
I'm with you.
And an oyster. I mean, that's summer right there.
What makes the North Fork so conducive to growing oysters?
For oyster farming, what makes the North Fork super special is, like, looking at this nautical chart, we have this huge bay.
Right.
That is
Peconic Bay.
Yeah, Peconic Bay. That is largely protected, but you have huge amounts of water flowing through.
A lot of flow too.
Yeah. What that means is that these oysters are getting enormous amounts of water flow. And I think the flavor profile of the oysters here in Peconic Bay you got a nice briny punch up front. I think they finish very clean, very crisp.
And when I came out here, again, knowing it just from fishing, I didn't expect it to be so rich in like culinary traditions and certain farming and oyster farming and duck farming and winemaking. All summer long, I eat out of my garden.
Yeah.
I eat local fish, local oysters, and drink local wine.
Yeah.
And I'm happy as hell doing it. There are really good restaurants out here, but there's a food culture that's very different, and it's rooted in the earth, which is kind of neat. We're here on Love Lane in downtown Mattituck. There's a couple food options here. There's a Roanoke Tasting Room. We have the North Fork Donut Company, Love Lane Market, our Italian market butcher shop. But we're gonna go talk to my friend Michael here at the Village Cheese Shop. Come on inside.
Michael, Tom, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you.
You too.
Very well, thank you, very well.
The case looks really full today. So let me take some of this off your hands. What's good today?
This is brebis rousses, the red-headed sheep. It's sheep's milk from France, very young. It is pasteurized, and it is covered in annatto dust, just for looks, not for flavor. Taste that, see what you think. Beautiful, right?
Yeah. Really floral.
Very floral.
That's a stinking bishop.
That's one of my favorites. It is dunked into a bath of pear brandy.
Okay.
It's cow's milk. It is pasteurized, but pungent, yes. Off-putting, no. It's just really expressive.
Well, the pungent cheese, the smell is pungent. The taste is usually pretty mild. You gotta get over the smell and it's good.
Yes. For your wife, for Lori, she asked about Robiola. We've got Gufante Robiola, 3 milks. This is goat, sheep, and cow.
All right, so let's go sit down and taste some cheese.
Yes, sir.
Right.
With pleasure.
Oh, look at that.
This is so delicious and beautiful. Voilà, monsieur.
Thank you.
Cheers. Good seeing you as always.
Okay, what do we have? What's the plan of attack here?
I would say try the local Catapano first.
Okay.
As you can see, it's bright, clean, slightly lemony. There's definitely that goat's milk zip to it.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's how it's supposed to taste. This is our classic jambon beurre sandwich, the Parisien. Take a little taste of this because it's so simple, but it's so good.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
Yeah. No cheese is required. It's churned French salted butter, sea salt from Isigny, and they're wonderful. French ham is from a French company that's actually based in Pennsylvania. Trois petits cochons, the 3 little pigs, you know them. And the baguettes we get from New York City, par-baked, frozen, and we finish them here.
Right from New York.
Yep, and we sell tons of these. Simple, direct to the point. Could be lunch, could be dinner. Try the truffle brie before we go into the stronger ones. That's our showpiece. Here's the story about our truffle brie. The genesis of our truffle brie is that for years and years, we're buying this from Maison de la Truffe in Paris, who would ship into Elizabeth, New Jersey, but they didn't have a distributor for it at the time. So I would drive into Elizabeth, New Jersey, pick up my wheels of this and drive back. I thought to myself one day, I said, can we not make this ourselves? We take our fromage dauphinois and we take a wire, open it neatly like this. In an aluminum bowl, mixing bowl, we put mascarpone. We get great Perigord black truffles into it, truffle salt, truffle butter, truffle salt, truffle oil, and a few other little things we can't mention. And then whip it at high speeds, tartiner as they say, close it up, and on top, more butter and more truffle, seal it up, and off it goes. And then I would say you gotta taste the stinking bishop.
Yeah, that's
This is
the one. That's
so
the one
hard
I
for us to
want, yeah.
find. This is definitely one that should be saved next to last.
That's delicious.
That is an overload of flavors. I don't even know where to even start. Layer upon layer, earth, smoke, meat, umami.
keeps coming.
Keeps coming.
Yeah. I think you saw right there what makes the North Fork so special. Whether you're a producer or selling food, this is a small community. Everybody really takes care of each other. The service and hospitality are just amazing. Part of why I love the North Fork. Let's go home now. This is the garden. You know, when we came out here, when we first moved out here and renovated the place, this was just a bunch of grass back here. And it was kind of neglected because it was the back of the house. But this was also the perfect place because it gets the most sun. There's a bunch of arugula. There's some lettuces in here. There's some kale going down the center. There's some carrots even mixed in here. Some beets, sugar snap peas. These are all blackberries, garlic chives, eggplants, some turnips, strawberries in the next box, although I need to plant a lot more strawberries. This is like my happy place, especially if I get out here in the morning at 6 a.m. and I have nothing to do. I'm not in a rush. It kind of sets the day. There's something about digging in the dirt and how it kind of relaxes me. I just love it out here. So thanks for joining me today here on the North Fork, one of my favorite places in the world. And I think you know why now. We have some amazing producers out here. So if you find yourself out here, check some of these growers out. They'll be really helpful and you'll see why the North Fork is so special.